Yo, good everybody, welcome back to Boozetooz. Today we are celebrating Tristan, aka Top Pops, for hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube by finally unboxing his Youtooz plush. So without further ado, let's open this thing up. So this plushie dropped a while ago, and I just never really got around to unboxing it. But that works out well because now I get to unbox it as a celebratory video for Tristan hitting 1 mil. Also, Tristan, huge congratulations. It is very, very well deserved. But now let's finally open this thing up and let's check out the plush. But actually, wait a second. Before we do that, I think I gotta do something real quick. We gotta replace this with this. There we go. Now we can open this thing up. Also, let me just say, it has been such a long, actually I might not even need the knife for this. It has been such a long time since I've unboxed a plush, and I'm still not sure the best way to open up these bags. There we go, that's working. There it is right there. Okay. Bam. And there it is, look at that. This is gonna be cool. Alright, let's get this thing out of the package. Ooh. Now we gotta get it out of the second plastic wrapping. But before we do that, let's just go over the quick detail on it because I don't unbox plushes that often. So it looks like we just have the Youtooz Collectibles logo on the front there, and we have the Youtooz mascots along the back there, and a little bit on the front there as well. It looks like we have the capybara right there, and it looks like the capybara is saying hi. Do we have anything else on the front? It looks like, oh, we have the deer there as well. Oh, and we have the duck on the top there. The Youtooz News logo, very cool. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. I think you guys can see a little bit better there. But now, is there an easy way to open this, or do I have to rip it? Looks like I might have to rip it. No, on the top here. Looks like, yeah, right here. There we go. Alrighty, we're entering ASMR mode. Okay, so now I'm just going to open up this package. Oh yes, you hear that? Very, very satisfying. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get this thing out. And there it is. Looks like I gotta fluff up the crown a little bit. Check this thing out though. This is so cool. This is 100% an S tier plush, right up there with Castro. And it looks like it's gonna take quite a bit of effort to get this crown looking all nice. They really do pack these things in there. Like, there's no extra room in that package. There we go. That looks much better. So just like with his figure, how he's holding his own Youtooz box, and this one he is holding his own plush. And I actually believe that, let me grab his figure real quick. So I believe the original idea for the figure, instead of the box being there, it was actually going to be a miniature version of the figure itself. But I guess they had a little bit of problems with the details of a figure that small. But I honestly do think that it does look better this way, because when you're displaying the figure alone and you don't have the box next to it, then you have the box right there instead of just 2 figures. Also, if this thing appears a bit dusty, it's because this thing has been sitting on my shelf for like a year. And right next to this figure on the shelf, there's an empty space, so if Youtooz ever makes a Boozetooz figure, I can put it right next to him. Oh, also, Boozetooz 2023. Come on, Youtooz, let's do this thing. But now, let's throw the figure back in the back here, and let's get going on this plush and start going over the detail. So first up here, they did a fantastic job on this plush. This thing honestly looks so adorable. First thing we need to talk about here is obviously his Youtooz crown, which looks absolutely incredible. Actually, I'm gonna bring the figure back out because we can actually directly compare it to the plush. So I'm just gonna leave the figure right there. So obviously they took a lot of inspiration from the figure itself for the design for this thing. The only major differences I'm seeing is the detail on the clothing there, on the figure. It has the Top Pops logo there, and it looks like we have some detail on the shorts there as well, whereas you don't really see that on the plush. And I'm guessing that must be because it must have been so hard to get the detail in fabric form to actually look good. But back to the crown here. So it looks like they are using a reflective gold material, which honestly looks so good. And then we take a little bit of inspiration from the figure there, whereas on the top here we have the upside down Youtooz eyes. Very, very cool. And here is a little top view of it. As you can see his hair right through the crown there. Then it looks like we have his hair coming down underneath the crown on the front there. Kind of reminds me of the hair on my concept right there as well. But it looks like we also have the Youtooz eyes there. We have some eyebrows. Oh wow, look at that. We actually have the actual eyebrow and Youtooz eye underneath the hair, even though you barely see it. Looks like we even got some detail on the ears there. We have a little black stitch line on the top there. Then it looks like we have some blush marks on the face there, and he has a giant smile on his face. And obviously, all of the facial features there are embroidered in, and they look very, very good. Then it looks like he is wearing his Top Pops hoodie, only without the logo. And it looks like the blue is just a tad bit different than the blue that we see on the figure. We even got the hood in the back there, and just like all the other hoods that are on the Youtooz plushies, this thing is actually like a nice little hood. Look at that. You can actually pull it inside out and everything like that. Yeah, very cool. It's just a little bit small to fit around his head. Then it looks like he's wearing his light blue shorts that you see on the figure there as well, and the same shoes. Which is red on the top there. We have some white laces there as well, and white on the bottom there. Then we have the piece de resistance. I think I said that wrong, but the thing I am talking about with that is obviously the tiny little plushie that he is holding of himself. That is so cool. And like I said before, I absolutely love the Top Pops inception that he has going on in his products. And it honestly fits him so well too, because he is a collector and this is what he does, you know? And so it looks like we have all these same details on that tiny little plush. It just looks a tad bit different. So it looks like the material for the crown, I don't know, it might be the same material. It seems like it's a little bit of a different material. It looks very thin. But it honestly looks really good. And I'm impressed they were able to get the details on the crown there looking so good as well, considering how small it really is. And I honestly love the face on this tiny little plush. It somehow looks even more adorable than the actual plush. I'm getting some "don't talk to me or my son ever again" vibes from this thing. But here is a little zoom in for that tiny little plush that he is holding in his arms. That looks very, very cool. Honestly, if they have any extras of these, they totally should have sold this as a keychain alone. I think that would have worked really well. Maybe it's something they can still do in the future. Tristan, I know you're watching. Maybe you should do it. I honestly love the little feet for this thing as well. They didn't put any shoes on it. They just colored the bottom part of his leg there red. Look at that. You can make him dance around. Very, very cool. And here's a little view from the back there as well. As you can see, we have the little fabric Youtooz tag on the plush there itself. Then, of course, we have the actual tag here. So on the back here, of course, we have the metallic outline of the plush, and I honestly love how they included the outline of the tiny little plush that he's holding as well. Then on the front here, it says Top Pops, designed by Castro and Ariel, certified plush. And then if we open this thing up, it says "thank you for collecting me," and we have Top Pops' little arms there as well. Very, very cool. Definitely one of my favorite plushies that they've ever dropped. And that's not only because I think that Top Pops is just a generally good guy. I mean, that's part of it, but this plush just looks awesome. And it makes me very excited for Top Pops' incoming products. I think he's got a couple of them in the pipeline. Looks like he's got some pins coming out, which looks really cool. And I think he might even have a plush of his dog, which is super cool. But I'm sure Tristan will be promoting them a lot, so I don't think you'll have to worry about missing them. But I am also very interested to see what the quantity for that is going to look like. So I think his figure is the most limited product that he's ever made. There was only 1,000 of these released. I don't know how many plushies were released. I honestly have no idea. I don't think they ever announced it, but I'm assuming that it's probably around that number. So I'll be interested to see how many of the pins and the new plushie they made. But now I'll give you guys a 360 of this plush because this thing looks absolutely incredible, and I want you guys to see all of the awesome detail on it. One day we'll be able to put the Boozetooz Youtooz right here, right next to Tristan. But until that day, we wait. And obviously this thing is very comfortable to hold as well. All the fabric on it is very, very soft, and the stuffing inside of it is actually pretty firm. I'm actually pretty surprised with how firm this thing is, but then again, I haven't handled a Youtooz plush in a while. But as you can see here, I am pushing down on it with a good amount of force, and it stays pretty firm. Also, another reason why I didn't unbox this plushie when it first came in was because I was originally going to get Top Pops to feature in this video, like he did with the figure video, but I couldn't think of anything creative enough. Plus, now he's a big shot YouTuber. Now he's got 1 million subscribers. He doesn't have time for small channels like mine. However, Top Pops did mention the Boozetooz 2023 campaign in his live stream, so I guess I'll throw that in here because that was a pretty big W.
If you guys haven't seen, too, Boozetooz is petitioning to get his own Youtooz in 2023, so if you guys want to check that out. I know he's been doing a lot of videos recently, too. I think he just did an Easter one. I think he did an Easter one with the, what was it, the Easter Dead meme. I think it was. Is that what it's called? Or Chicken Dead meme? I forget. Anyways, check out the video. It's a good one.
Thank you for doing that, by the way, Tristan. I really appreciate it. And with that, I think that is going to do it for this video. So if you guys like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more Youtooz unboxings. Make sure to comment "Congratulations, Tristan" down in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video.